All right. Welcome to this YouTube Live, our inaugural YouTube Live here. You've got Mr. Wall, the tech guy, with you just for a couple brief updates, and I'm going to try to just go over a couple quick things for you. First, I wanted to mention the virtual open house is happening 5 to 7 today, and you guys can check that out over on our homepage. We have the link right there. It's the first one on the homepage. So so I'm here to just do a couple of things. I'm going to talk about ClassLink. I know that a lot of you are nervous about logging in and being ready for day one, and I get that. There's a lot of needs when it comes to getting your schedules fixed up, and making sure that your email's working and that your PowerSchool's working so that you can access everything. Right now the county is transitioning from the old way that we normally log into PowerSchool and Canvas to a new way to do it. And so I'm going to go ahead and show you the new way. Teachers next week are going to be showing you guys the new way to do it as well. We're not doing any new material. As Mr. Johnson has said, the county has said no new materials being taught until the 24th. And so next week is an acclimation week to get ready for school starting and to get used to the programs that we're going to be accessing. And so I'm going to just go through a couple right now while I have you here. And if you have any questions, feel free to submit them in the chat. If you need a schedule, just so you can attend the virtual orientations before they start, please go ahead and reach out to your counselors. Go to the Student Services tab on our webpage, and you can find your counselor by last name, and their email address should be there. So they are providing copies of schedules so that you can at least attend the virtual Zoom meetings for open house, and we are working toward getting everyone ready for next week. So if you want to look with me over here, right now the home page has a button on it for ClassLink, and ClassLink is where you're going to go, your student's going to go to get to all of their apps, and it's down here under Cannon Blast, and we're going to leave it here on the Cannon Blast homepage for as long as we need to. The county is still transitioning ClassLink into the normal student online connection spot, the normal spot we're used to, but for now it's right here under Cannon Blast, and you click the ClassLink login button. And if you have already claimed your account, then what will pop up is, if you already claimed your account, then you just need to use the front part of your email as well as your password for your email to log in. I'm already signed in. Let me see if I can pull it up here on another browser, but ClassLink is going to be where everything is housed. It's a little bit different than Rapid Identity, or some of you might know it, as Homebase. That's what we've been using to access PowerSchool, and then your Google Drive and Gmail are a totally different thing. So if we go here, let's see, just a second. There's the home page. Here we go. See if I can pull it over here. Come on, Corinth holders. It's not wanting to come. So here's the home page, and then down here under Cannon Blast, ClassLink login. You're going to go here to ClassLink login, and it's going to pull up this page here. For username and password, you use the front part of your email, so JDOE1234, and you don't use the @JCSNC part. And password's going to be the same password that you use for logging into Gmail. You would put that here. Same password. So if you just recently claimed your email address, it's the front part of your email and that password that you used. And once you sign in here, then you'll see what's on the next screen here. If you still need assistance claiming your email, please follow the directions in the new student and freshman orientation information page on the home page for claiming your email address. I do know, I've spoke with Student Services, there are some backups in enrollment, so if you're not in PowerSchool yet, you can't claim your email. It is, the steps have prerequisites, and so you have to bear with us as we get all of our enrollments done. I know they're catching up from not being able to do them earlier in the summer. So once you log in, you end up on a screen that looks like this, and you have apps inside this screen. And this is going to contain everything from your Gmail to the Destiny catalog, where you can check out books and look at books, to Canvas, right? The Canvas is the red one here, to some other programs, Connexus links for students in those kinds of classes. Mine are a little different because I am a teacher. You'll have one, mine says Power Teacher, you'll have one that says Power Student, and you'll be able to log in there. Screencast-O-Matic, you've got SchoolNet. If you were in an English class last year, you used EasyBridge, it was Pearson, now it's Savas. All those apps are located inside here, and so we'll be going here from now on to get to all of that. But if you haven't yet reset and been able to access your PowerSchool, you don't know your student number, or your student number and your password for PowerSchool aren't working, then you need to fill out that form, and we are resetting them as quickly as we can. There are a lot of steps in resetting them. Normally we can do that in the building with students, but because of our situation, we're having to do that via email, and it's taking a little longer than usual. So if you head here to Power, where you would see Power Student, mine says Power Teacher, you notice there is a lock button here, and there's a key. The lock and key mean that you have to sign in once. So what that means is when you click on it, it's going to load up a page like this, and then you'll see NC Ed Cloud username, and you'll see the NC Ed Cloud password. Those are your PowerSchool number. This is going to be your PowerSchool number, and then you're going to put below there, you're going to put the password that you use to normally log into PowerSchool. Okay? And when you do those things and you hit save, it's going to automatically load up your Power Student account that has your grades and your schedule and things like that. And now it is saved inside of ClassLink. It's saved inside of ClassLink, and so every time you log into ClassLink and you click Power Student, it pops it right up. You don't have to log in separately. You don't have to go somewhere else to find it. It'll be right there inside of that link for you. You can do the same thing with your Gmail account. You put in your email address, right? JDOE123. Mine's going to load up here because I'm already inside. And then you put at jcsnc.org, and then your password in there, and you'll be saved. Your email will be saved inside ClassLink. If you're using a school Chromebook, as you know, you already have to sign directly in, and ClassLink is ready to go for you. This ClassLink can be accessed from any computer. It works in any web browser. If you're having trouble with, Firefox, try Chrome. If you're having trouble in Chrome, try Firefox. I'm told it works in any of them. And then you do have the ability to edit some of your settings. If you'll go click up at the top where your little person icon is, you can add a picture. You can update, your preference. If you don't like the blue color, you can maybe change it to purple. Things like that in your settings there. So you can click around. You can also, you'll be able to see other apps that teachers use. So if your teacher uses Flipgrid or your teacher uses Nearpod, you'll be able to see those. And so those things will be available for you as well. If you have any questions about this, teachers are also supposed to be going over it. We rolled it out as a county very recently, so we're all learning about it, and we're kind of in it together, getting used to it. But once we get used to it, I think it's going to be a great tool for all of our students. And this is from high school down. So if you have middle school students or elementary school students, this is going to be the same way they log in. You can use the same process with the front part of the email, and then their password for their email to get them in. Okay. The other thing I'd like to mention very briefly is Canvas. So I'm going to go ahead and pretend as if I'm signed into Canvas. If you're in ClassLink, you can click this Canvas button here, and to sign into Canvas, you use the same information you do to sign into Power Student or PowerSchool. So you would use your PowerSchool number or your student number, and then you would use your password that you normally use to sign into PowerSchool. If you don't have that information, again, we're working on it. We'll get to it as quickly as we can. I promise I've been doing a bunch of emails every day with those, and we have another lady who's helping us as well. So you log in here, and then you can get into Canvas. If you're unable, I see a question about resetting through ClassLink, and it won't let me. If it's a email issue, go back to the document on the home page for the freshman and new student information and claim your email again. Just go through that process and claim your email again. If you're trying to log in with PowerSchool or through Canvas with your PowerSchool information, just verify that that's correct. And you can verify that's correct by going to the Corinth Holders homepage, and if you click on Students or hover over Students, you can go down to the Student Online Connections. Click on Student Online Connections, and this is the old way to get to PowerSchool. And then under the DPI resources, you have to click on this NC Ed Cloud Student Sign-In. NC Ed Cloud Student Sign-In is where you normally go, and that's still available. And then you'll sign in there. I'm already logged in. So you'll sign in there, and if that signs in, it should work in ClassLink. If it's not, you're welcome to send me an email, or you can send Lauren Watkins at johnston.k12.nc.us an email. Mine's Matthew Wall at johnston.k12.nc.us if you want to do that. And so you can verify that your information is working by doing that. If you find that it's not working, please fill out the PowerSchool reset form on the new student and freshman information form on the home page. So let's talk about Canvas for a minute. So once you are able to sign into Canvas, I have to sign back in, and it's not letting me here. Once you are able to log into Canvas, I'm just going to briefly show you around if you're not familiar with it. It is a new program for some students. If you have taken a CTE course at our school, if you're not a 10th, 11th, 12th grader and have taken a CTE course, it's very likely that you have already utilized this learning management system. So all of our teachers will be using the same system. This year, it is a change for us all. We are working very diligently to have it ready to go and ready for your students so that we can make learning as easy as possible, as beneficial as possible to your students and to you guys out there who are students listening. So in Canvas, once you log in and you click the Canvas button from the ClassLink, or if you're still using the old way, by going this way, you can still access Canvas that way. You will see this dashboard come up, and it should say JCPS here, and it'll have your account information, your name here, and then it'll have any courses that you are entered in, and that's what these squares are courses that you are entered in. So you'll see your courses here. I am not a full-time teacher, so I don't have any courses that you may be accustomed to seeing. Your courses will be here, and then once you click on a course, that will take you to the teacher's modules, the teacher's page, the teacher's Canvas course inside there. And so you're going to see some sort of welcome page when you first click on here. You'll see a navigation bar to the left, depending on what your teacher has elected for you to see. There are lots of tabs here, but that's because this is a test course. And so you'll read on that first page when you get in exactly what your teacher has for you. Every page is going to look a little bit different, but the layout is the same. Navigation buttons on the left, and then your course info in the middle, and then you'll have announcements on the right. Let me see if I can view this as a student. So as a student, you'll be able to see the course stream over here, and if your teacher's utilizing the course calendar for due dates, that'll be there, and then any notifications such as announcements will be here. You'll see those on this list, and then also over here in the left side. So you're really familiarize yourself. You have the first week to kind of get used to it. I know teachers are going to do lots of introductions, so don't feel like you have to be a pro at this on day one. It's absolutely not necessary to be a pro. We're all learning together. Over here on the far left, if you need to email a teacher or contact a teacher, there is an area for inbox. Apart from using your Gmail account to email the teacher directly, this also sends the message to the email. I cannot access it as a pretend student, but if I was in the course, then you'll see the courses here from whatever course you are teaching, whatever course you're in as a student, and then you can click on the course, and then if you need to compose or send a message, that button is right here to say, hey, I don't see anything, or hey, where is the assignment for this week, or the video's not loading, and you can send a message to your teacher right inside of there. The far left has the dashboard button, which takes you back to your courses. So if you have all four of your courses listed here, and then you can just click the course button, and you'll see a list of your courses there, and potentially courses that you may have been enrolled in previously that are no longer on your schedule. That's just a general overview of what you may be a part of. And it looks like we have a guest who has I think he just got out of a meeting, and so we have a couple people watching. But if you want to pull up a chair, we'll do this here. Let's see. All right, let's get over here. Yes. All right. So say hello.
Hey everyone.
This is Mr. Johnson. So I was just going over ClassLink, trying to explain that we're moving, from the old way of doing things to the new way, and that we're all trying to learn a new way together, and that there is a process to this. Can you talk a little bit about maybe what the first day, the first week will look like for students? Because I know there's a lot of apprehension about
absolutely,
that.
Absolutely. So first off, we're excited about open house tonight and everybody coming in and meeting their teachers. Again, it's going to be a format of every 30 minutes that you go into your teacher's links, and that can be found on our website. So we're excited about trying this, and hopefully it works out for everyone. But that first week is really going to be that orientation and getting used to this whole new schedule, this whole new process. So we're going to talk about it could be anything from coming in, logging in, and getting used to doing a task, or walking you through Canvas platform and creating things and submitting them, getting used to the nuts and bolts of the process as we kind of navigate this new normal here at Corinth Holders. So the new material will really start on the 24th. Next week's going to be really dedicated to getting students used to, what does our course look like? What does our everyday process look like? Synchronized versus asynchronized lessons, submissions, how are we going to do tasks so we can have attendance, and then what are grades going to look like as well. So a lot of that just getting to know your teacher and that process, as well as we really need people to log in because we have to have attendance those first 10 days to account for all of our students that we have to report to the state. So all those things. So we're excited about getting started. We know it's going to be a learning curve. Please give us a little bit of grace and some of our teachers grace as we're learning this new process. And we understand there's going to be some grace needed for students as they try to navigate and learn how to do it. And technology might work and some technology might not work sometimes. So just that big communication between us with you and also with you with us. So as long as we keep that open line of communication and talk about what's going on, hopefully we can keep moving forward and do what's best for our students.
Sounds like a plan. And I know that we are planning to do a Facebook Live on Monday morning at 8 o'clock. I think we're going to try to do a couple the first week.
Yeah.
Just because we know that, hey, just like when we're in school, we try to do announcements in the morning. And so we want to keep you guys updated as we learn new things and as we pass that information out to staff.
Yeah, we'll something I have to get used to as well, being on the camera and doing in live, but we're trying to hit it from different formats and deliver that to you through our updates page, through our website. Mr. Wall is really good about having that website updated for us and getting things going. He's kind of our guru with that. He is our guru with that. Also, us trying to do some videos and live streams to kind of answer questions and see what we can do to, again, communicate in different formats. So we're going to give it a shot and see how it goes.
All right. Well, I appreciate you stopping in. I know you're getting ready for the open house stuff tonight.
Yeah.
I got a couple questions over here that I didn't see any that are specifically directed at you.
Okay.
So I'll just answer a couple of those, and then we'll call it a day.
Okay.
So it looks like reclaiming your account. Someone answered that. You go to the freshman and student info on the homepage. And can ClassLink be accessed on mobile devices? Yes, it should be. You should be able to access it from any device, as far as I'm aware. So if you go to the homepage and go under Cannon Blast there, it's going to be right there for you. Should student Canvas accounts have their first semester courses at this time? As far as I know, they should be in there. If you've requested any course changes, that might need to be updated. But if you're missing a course, feel free to send me an email, and I will direct it to the right person, at Matthew Wall at johnston.k12.nc.us.
Yep.
So that looks like all the questions over here in the chat, Mr. Johnson.
Okay.
And I think we'll just plan on seeing folks on Monday morning.
Yeah, and again, we know there's going to be some kinks in it, but we're going to work through them. We'll be in this together, and we will do what's best for our students, and we'll keep pushing forward. So we're excited about coming back in whatever format that looks like, but we're also excited about Pirate Nation and just keeping that community alive.
All right. Well, thank you, Mr. Johnson, and we'll see you guys soon.
Thank you. Nice to see you.